Hi, this is Thunder from Booredatwork.com, and welcome to our third episode of What You Missed This Week from Booredatwork. So let's get right into it. It was a busy week in tech, entertainment, and all sorts of news out there. So one of the very first things on the tech news this week was the launch of the iPad 2. Everyone has been waiting for it. Apple had the event, and Steve Jobs showed, so it was good to see he was out there, and it's good to see he's, still kicking around. And he showed his new baby, the iPad 2, which is 33% thinner than the original iPad. It also has a front-facing camera, has a rear camera. The front-facing camera is VGA. Does not have SD card slots, doesn't have any USB ports like some people were wishing. It has still the proprietary Apple port that does HDMI out, which you can only do through a proprietary dongle from Apple, of course, and eventually third parties. The iPad has been noticed to be considerably faster than the iPad 1. OS is still literally the same, iOS 4.3 and thereabouts. It's not iOS 5.0 on the device. Will be available on AT&T and Verizon at the same time, which will be March 11th, and then worldwide March 25th. They also announced a couple of accessories like a magnetic cover that actually lays on the device, and once you pull it back, it opens up, starts up the device, or at least wakes it up from sleep mode. That as one of the accessories, I believe, and of course the dongle. A couple of apps that are also announced that will be available at launch. That were pretty cool is actually iMovie and GarageBand. iMovie was shown to have a lot of intricacies and a lot of the in-depth feel you get from iMovie on your Mac. So that's also something to look out for. It will retail for $4.99, as well as $4.99, as well as GarageBand. So that was a lot of the Apple news this week. Price-wise, the maximum price for the 64 gigabyte version with Wi-Fi and 3G is $829, and then the comparable version to the Motorola Xoom, which is a 32 gigabyte version, Wi-Fi 3G, is about $729 or so. On responding to that, Samsung's president also this week, right after, or maybe a couple hours after, stated that he felt the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 wasn't comparable to the iPad in talking about an overhaul. Now, I don't know what he means comparable spec-wise, because we don't know the full specs of the iPad. All we know, the iPad does have a dual-core processor of the A5 series, the Apple chip line. But processor-wise, we do know from MWC that and spec-wise, the Galaxy Tab 10.1 is equal to the Motorola Xoom, which is just good and fantastic. So we have that there. But he was talking about other things. He also mentioned that price-wise, they might want to reduce price. So that's a good thing. And hopefully we'll see more of the Galaxy 10.1 at CTIA this year. We had finished our reviews segment with the Motorola Xoom, so definitely check that out. We have our full review out, as well as other videos pertaining to video editing, the video editing software, and gaming on the Motorola Xoom. So definitely go out and check that out. We'll have the links for you with this video. GDC was this week, so Game Developers Conference. There's a lot of info there. One of the biggest news there was from Nintendo with the 3DS. We'll have streaming video from Netflix on your 3DS, which is pretty cool. Another thing also is the fact that the 3DS will also have Wi-Fi hotspot access to 10,000 Wi-Fi hotspots via AT&T. So Nintendo entered a partnership with AT&T, and a lot of 3DS users will actually have that access. And finally, Mario was teased on at the show on the 3DS. So definitely some cool stuff about that. We'll see that when that launches later on this year. And also finally, LG Optimus 2X, which is LG's dual-core Android smartphone, is rumored, and this is news from T-Mobile News, rumored to be launching on T-Mobile, and it will be called the LG Optimus G2X. So basically taking the G series line that T-Mobile has, with the G1, G2, and the G2X is the next step forward. So we'll see how that is, and hopefully we'll see more of that at CTIA this year. On the odd news segment, there's actually a bunch of interesting odd stories this week. One of the interesting ones was there's a story from Oregon Business Week that said recession is causing people to show up on work on time. So companies are finding out that more workers are showing up on time, want to keep their jobs, want to be more productive, because it's hard to find jobs out there. So that's something the recession is causing this people have noticed. Another thing is, I think this is from MSNBC. It said that we make better decisions as individuals when we go to the bathroom. Yeah. When we do the number one and number two, we, I guess, clear our minds and more focused and ready to make a very accurate and decisive decision. So keep that in mind. If you have a very tough decision to make, I suggest you use the bathroom first, come back, and then make your decision, and you'll be all set there. Also check out a video we have of a Nigerian power lifter, female bodybuilder slash trainer instructor. She has a video kind of demoing herself out there to the public, but in her video she crushes a watermelon with her thighs. Yes, crush. So be careful with those thunder thighs, but definitely check it out. We have the video linked with that too. And then a woman in California is suing a company for, I believe she's suing them for $250,000, if I'm not mistaken, for slipping on a banana. So, she went down, slip. But you guys can check out that news. And finally, on the odd segment, most interesting news we had as Bill Gates was denied visa entry into Nigeria. Now, Bill Gates was doing a tour in Africa, and he wanted to go to Nigeria, and he was denied a visa. So he had to get help to get his visa because the Nigerian government said they wanted to see his bank statements to see if he had any money. Guys, this is not the email scams. Come on, please stop it. That's all I have to say. You can read that out also. To entertainment, that Diane Lane will be cast as Mark Kent in Superman, the new Superman movie directed by Zack Snyder. Diane Lane, lovely Diane Lane, will be Mark Kent. It's a little younger, but it's good, interesting mix as far as I'm concerned. Also, from Superman, we heard rumors that Viggo Mortensen as well as Daniel Day-Lewis have been rumored for roles in this movie. Most of the rumors have said that both of them are vying for the role as the villain, as General Zord, but I think Viggo Mortensen might be best paired with Diane Lane as Park Kent with Mark Kent. But then again, Kevin Costner was rumored for that role too, so we don't know. Official photos of the Red Skull are available also on the website for the Captain America First Avenger movie, so definitely check that out. And yes, of course, can't forget this was Charlie Sheen week. So Charlie Sheen was out this week doing the news circuits and doing interviews with everyone who wanted to interview him because he had some great stuff out there. I'm talking about Tiger Blood, Rockstar from Mars. I mean, you name it. He had all sorts of quotes and lines. He cured himself by closing his eyes, and that was it. So yeah, we have our top 5 Charlie Sheen quotes out there, and of course our favorite Colonel. Colonel Ogukwu made his support video for Charlie Sheen, so definitely check that out and see what interesting things he has to say about his good buddy Charlie Sheen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, questions, just post it on the page and the website Booredatwork or on our YouTube page with this video. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to all our pages, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, as well as hit us up on the website, Booredatwork with 2 O's. So this is Thunder E from Booredatwork saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.